What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Bee Gees, and we're returning to Still Waters 1997. Thank you again to Lisa, and big shout out to all the others who've contributed in various ways to the Bee Gees deep dive. But the next track on the album is the title track, and it actually features a parenthetical subtitle, Run Deep, Still Waters Run Deep, which is interesting, right? Like, Still Waters, as a phrase by itself, it speaks to waters, a body of water that has no motion. It is not fluid. It is not a running stream or a roaring river or ocean currents and tides, but it is waters that are on some level stagnant and immobile. But then the idea that that is not the only thing to say about them, that they run deep, that there's a lot of depth and thus a lot of potential activity beneath the surface, it sort of changes the flavor of the phrase, at least like as I look at it and think about it. So I am curious, and obviously I'm expecting this to be metaphorical and figurative, but perhaps with the visual reference of literal waters as a sort of layered meaning. In any case, let's give it a listen and see what I can pick up. This is Bee Gees. The track is Still Waters Run Deep from the 1997 album Still Waters.
Still waters run deep. Just remember when we lie to each other. No one wins and loses. We reflections will show this connection. We can lean on each other. This is all we need to know. I admit I've been a fool sometimes. I believe I'm even losing you. Still will never be the dearest yet. And despair. I know the night took me in your arms and you told me we don't need to worry about you. You never say you're sorry. Keep this love. to know.
So number one, I get why that is a title track, meaning it's really well produced. I love the sonics. The stylings, I would say, are somewhere between like soul pop and like 90s R&B. It definitely has a bit of that feel to it. And not only do I love the lead vocals, though they did make it a bit difficult for me to hear some of the lines because he's very breathy, almost whispering, and I assume that's Barry on lead. But I love in the latter half when I don't know if it was Barry, I think maybe it was one of the other brothers. But yeah, the secondary vocal comes in a bit more like true, meaning not as breathy and whispered, but more full voiced. And that was a really nice like surprise when that came in, and it gave the track even a bit more of a soulful feeling. But again, from the little keyboard upward flourish in the chorus, which is backed by like a deeper organ sort of chord, I love that. I love kind of the tambourine rhythm of the chorus. I enjoy the overall sort of cool and smooth atmosphere of the track. And yeah, so like lyrically, I'm intrigued because again, I didn't catch everything in part. And in fact, the line about like, what was it? We should know when we lie to each other. What was the next line? At first it was like, oh, does it make losers of us? And I was like, no, I don't think that's what he's saying. So yeah, I don't know what the line is right after that, and it feels like it is a crucial ingredient. But what I got from it is that it's a relationship which maybe has encountered troubles and difficulties, and it's almost like the narrator saying like, can we strip things down to a simpler truth? And the simpler truth is that he's trying to find a way forward and to, keep the love going. And he's saying like we can lean on each other. And it seems to, again, the idea of like, when we lie to each other, it feels like, we're overcomplicating things, or we're making it difficult. We're adding to the struggle when we can just take refuge in this love, the simplicity of it, the truth of it. And it's, these still waters that, we're not moving, we're like there's a lack of flow to things, but there's depth here. So yeah, maybe that's, I'm reading into the title not exactly what the message is, but overall it seemed to be, hey, let's keep the love going, let's not lie to each other, let's lean on each other, let's find support in each other. And there was something about conviction in there, and so it feels like maybe he's saying like, this is what I believe, this is what I think is the way forward. So at the very least, it does seem like the sentiment is, let's keep this love going. And if you're having to say that, I suppose by implication, the idea is that there is a bit of a stagnation, there is a bit of an impasse or a difficulty. So yeah, it feels like a very loving and on some level hopeful tune, but kind of like, I need your help to do this. I need you to be with me on this, otherwise, it's not going to work. So that seemed to be the essence of it. So yeah, really sweet moment. I'm going to guess that secondary vocal was Mo or Morris. I now have it sort of drilled into my head that it's not Maurice. So yeah, bear with me, and thank you of course for the corrective on that, which I know you've had to give me that multiple times. But that's my guess. Either way, I very much enjoyed the composition and the sequencing of the tune, which people who know this Bee Gees deep dive will know that is not the first time I've said that. So it's a testament. I think they're known for their voices, of course, but the arrangement and composition of their tunes is something I keep coming back to, because from different eras and different albums, it seems to be a hallmark of their music that they put a lot of time, effort, and skill into the sonic creation of their tracks. So in any case, thank you again to Lisa for this album. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.